With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 2 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
If you raise your eyes night by night up to the sky filled with stars searching, He will give the answer and the solution. And if you cultivate yourselves in nature's music, in it truth will speak. Please continue watching for more fascinating teachings from Quetzalcóatl, vegetarian.
Think of the fierce energy concentrated in an acorn. You bury it in the ground, and it explodes into an oak. Bury a sheep, and nothing happens but decay. George Bernard Shaw, vegetarian.
Hola, agradables espectadores. This means hello, kind viewers, in Spanish, the official language of Guatemala. We are grateful for your concern for all beings and are sure you touch the hearts of many. I am Bastian. The amiable Guatemalan people are friends with all earthly co-inhabitants and join you in walking the benevolent vegan way. May everyone soon realize their true compassionate nature. Welcome to Nourish the Soul, Discourses from Así Hablaba Quetzalcóatl, Thus Spoke Quetzalcóatl, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. Así Hablaba Quetzalcóatl, Thus Spoke Quetzalcóatl is a beautiful tale that offers upliftment to all truth seekers yearning for spiritual understanding. In this book, we will follow the travels of the legendary Aztec god Quetzalcóatl, who is the story's enlightened master. In his offering of discourses to earnest seekers, we see that Quetzalcóatl highlights the importance of the inward journey. Transcending both time and space, this journey connects us with the inner heavenly light and music. Thus, the words from Así Hablaba Quetzalcóatl illuminate one's spiritual endeavors with profound truth. Let us continue with selections from Así Hablaba Quetzalcóatl, Thus Spoke Quetzalcóatl, with insightful wisdom on how our deep longing for God can guide us and about the ephemerality of life. Days will come. You who hear me and stir your wings with my words are not but those to whom I spoke to many times ago, but were asleep. And though I invited you to come to me many times ago, you refused to enter. How many times a day do you go by the gardens and do not look at the flowers? And just because of that, do they not exist? Indeed, I tell you that everything is in front of you, and always and continuously is being spoken to you. However, you prefer to follow the contrivances of your minds and follow them in your search for truth. Many of you say these words, "It is the environment that pulls me, and the circumstances that make my spirit cloudy." And I would tell you, if you opened the door of the cage that you have created for yourself with your conformism, could you fly? Would you be able to soar with wings that are lethargic due to sleep? But if you raise your eyes night by night up to the sky filled with stars searching, He will give you the answer and the solution. And if you cultivate yourselves in nature's music, in it truth will speak. Do not fall in the arms of comfort, because to the same degree harms himself the ignorant who does not search, as the one who being able to do it does nothing. Every once in a while, the major spirit incarnates in this world, the spiritual master who has the mission of opening up heaven's doors and of walking along with the beings who wish to return to God, to our real home, to the state of truthfulness. The appearance. And one day they saw Quetzalcóatl coming out of a hut where a woman of bad reputation lived. And a woman of the village told him, "Why do you step into houses where commerce with sin and vices is abundant?" And he answered her, "Lady, there is more vice and sin in your tongue and in your thoughts than in that house, because before knowing anything you thought of the worst, and before the day is over you will already have transmitted your thoughts to the entire city of Tula. Take care of yourself and learn to forgive. You should know that many lands covered with frost are marvelous to sow in when the sun comes and melts it, and others that appear to be good and leafy, as soon as you dig a little, you see that the only thing that preserves them is the humidity of appearance." How many beings there are who were covered with doubts because they were not spoken to with the heart, and who moved away because they were not attracted. How many are those who asked at your door for comprehension and were beaten away? Do not try to eliminate your sins of conscience, driving the sinners away. Rectify your consciences, and you will see they never existed. But it is very comfortable to always search for someone to blame, rather than having the courage to accept and rectify yourselves. He who judges will be judged. He who forgives will be forgiven, because God forgives our offenses to the same extent we forgive those who hurt us. Clean your mind, and everything will be clean. The flapping of the little birds. Somebody came up to him and sitting beside him cried, and Quetzalcóatl looked at him and said, "Brother, why are your eyes crying, and why is your heart being touched? Is there a nightmare that lives so intensely in you that it is taking you along with it?" And he, whose name was Cinteotle, answered him, "Even though I try to, I cannot bear the pain, and tears roll down the walls that my thoughts build. My daughter, just when the light of youth had touched her, broke just like a cane is broken by the wind. Her wings have spread out, and the presence of the light in her eyes has left us. Spring had not yet touched her body, and the pain has taken her away." And Quetzalcóatl spoke to him, "Do not tie yourself up to what life has only made you a bearer of. That being who came to you and took you for a father, and afterwards left in silence, without even letting you put your hands full of love on her, continues to follow her path and fulfills her task in the school of evolution. And if she has left, it is because she was more necessary somewhere else. Do not cut off with your ignorance and selfishness the flapping of the little birds, because there are many who think they make birds happy by keeping them in a cage, and many more think that when they sing it is due to happiness. Look at yourself in them, and you will see how much pain there is in their trilling. Do not cry because your little bird opened the cage and came out of it for a while. If you knew what death is for a being who has fulfilled everything in life, you would be happy." And he said, "But how could the small being of my daughter have been fulfilled without even walking through this life?" And smiling, Quetzalcóatl answered him, "We do not always come to do great things, nor to live for a long time. What she came to do, I assure you she did, because the path is not in how many steps we take, but in how we take them. Meditate about all of this, and the peace of knowledge will come to you." When the mind is unified with the spirit, man's vision will be unique, and being this his sole eye, he will see the light and understand that he didn't know before, but now he does. That he was blind before, and now is able to see. That his environment has been perfect always, but he was unable to recognize it.
Meat and all other animal people products as food are killing our world. Stop it now.
Gentle viewers, it was a delight that you could join us today for Words of Wisdom. Coming up next is Mount Mayohayang, Korea's Fragrant Mountain, Part 1 of 2. May the celestial melodies soothe your souls as you travel along the journey of life.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Acara kami menyediakan banyak bahasa. Silakan lihat suprememastertv.com/schedule dan suprememastertv.com/WOW.